They got this shit knocking low.
Rimol Greenhouse project, Great Land Ganja. Here we go. Alright.
You sure handled that last big snow really well. I was impressed.
It did. So we're mostly completed on the dark out system here. One of the last steps in the greenhouse construction before we can put it into service. That's what all the wires are for up here. It's 30 feet wide by 144 feet long. Double layer plastic. You can hear the fan blowing it up and insulating it like a balloon between the two layers. Holds up pretty good until it gets a bunch of snow and ice on it, and then it kind of gets squished down until that falls off.
Began engineering this project years ago, and one of the first steps to the actual physical part was digging out a massive amount of clay. We happen to hit a pocket of clay here. In a structure like this, you know, in a normal greenhouse, you wouldn't worry so much about a little ground heaving and whatnot, but in essence, the whole thing is a machine. All the auto darkening moves, and you can't have the rib members heaving constantly, so it needs a sturdy foundation. It's got lots of good gravel under here, good sand for drainage, and then concrete insulated stem walls, and it is earth bermed, so that the intent is to run it 4-season greenhouse, which is the exciting part. It's a little bit experimental. We've yet to run a true 4 seasons greenhouse for cannabis here in Alaska, so we're excited to give it a shot and see how it performs.
Alright, so we have the 2 outgoing ventilation fans right here. They're 5x5. They have yet to be turned on. I'm pretty excited to see what those look like when they turn on, but the air will be coming in the other side of the building and going out this side of the building to get a nice airflow. That's really important part of having a good atmosphere for your plants. You got to really control the light, airflow, and temperature. This greenhouse should do all those things for us. There'll be a large heater hanging on each end, and then we're going to hang, I believe it's about 80,000 watt lights in here for supplemental light in the spring, fall, and winter time. So there's that wiring that still has to be done in here as well. And then there'll also be a slab heated floor eventually. We may run it the first summer on this gravel, but for cleaning purposes and ease of work, we'll pour a slab eventually. We'll see what happens for 2019 though. We're going to get plants in here in just a few months, one way or the other. So one door left to put on the back here, and then we have a temporary heater all hooked up that will be bringing the temperature up in here. And then along all these wires, we're going to hang these big curtains across that clip onto one side and slide back and forth to open and close for the auto darkening feature, which is one of the coolest things about this. Every 12 hours it'll dark out, and then 12 hours it'll open itself up and be light. On our gnome domes now that we've been operating the first several years, the darkening is manual, which means 4 or 5 guys go out there and pull on ropes twice a day to get the plastic on and off the greenhouse. It works really well. It's something my brother and I were very familiar with when we opened the business. But it is labor intensive, to say the least, and it provides quite a few challenges that we're looking forward to just automating. This one should take care of itself, other than some routine maintenance. So that's going to be really nice to see. We're getting close to being able to turn it on.
As we were getting everything done, getting close to the point where we were ready to pull plastic over, it seemed like we only had 2 weeks worth of jobs left, work to do to get to the point where we could pull the plastic over. And every 2 weeks it seemed like it was another 2 weeks. So it was pretty much the running joke all summer that the greenhouse would be done in 2 weeks, even though it took a lot longer than 2 weeks to get it to the point where we could get plastic over. And then the day that Kenai Feed came down to help us out and get that plastic over this big thing, it was really a monumental day. We got a lot of pictures taken. Everybody was high-fiving. It was really a happy day to finally see that thing covered after the year of work it went to get to that point. 2 weeks.
It's like a bat cave. That's really where he sleeps at night.
Oh man, I bet that feels good.
Oh, that's good stuff right there. It's a whole different perspective from down here.